Now, the problem with the parts is that they said it's going to take up to 2 weeks. Oh, it should have taken 10 minutes. It's taking forever. So, I've got my other drill under warranty claim, and I remembered I had this one that I lent to a friend. The batteries are a bit dodgy, which is why I hadn't been using it. They just run out really fast. So I've sort of made a little bit of progress on this just now, thinking it wasn't going to work, and it's really slow, and I'm not sure whether it's because this thing isn't very powerful. What was it, 14.4 volts, so maybe not totally powerful. I'll show you what I've got. That's so far, so it's not super deep yet even. I've got to go through both layers. I want to at least get as deep as that one layer. Why is this so hard? I didn't think it would be this hard. I made it through one bit just now, but I got stuck in here. So I just need to knock that out, and I guess that's going to make it easier to go up a little bit further. Making progress, yay! Now the pilot hole is ready, and the second piece I can take the top piece off and go from there. Got a little bit of the way through the next one, but because this battery is dodgy, it's kind of already lost. It doesn't sound like it from here, but it's already lost a heap of power. See if I can show you. It just keeps losing power too fast. Oh my goodness, it'll take me forever just to... I gotta drill 2 of these as well. Oh, it should have taken 10 minutes. I got myself a carbon monoxide alarm thingy. I haven't put the batteries in yet. And I can't install it yet, which is a bit of a bugger because there's a muffler thing that had to be done on my van. So that was a known thing that had to be done. And he said there may or may not be a little bit of a leak behind the rear muffler. The rear muffler was the bit that needed to be replaced. So I knew about that. And he said, we hear a bit of a bubble or a burble, or something. I can't remember what he said. Anyway, so they then rang me on the day the muffler was being replaced and said, well, the rear muffler's been replaced, that's all good. After we got in there to replace that, there's certain things that they can't really see or tell until they remove all the other parts. And he said, after we got in there to do that, we've discovered that the manifold is cracked. And it turns out that this is a bit of a known issue with, I don't know, these particular vehicles or whatever. And so he couldn't get one from the wrecker because everyone has already stripped all of the old cars of these manifolds. And he can't get one from Toyota because it's an old car and they don't make them anymore or something like that. And so he's having to do it with some other parts that he mentioned. I can't remember, I wrote it down, but he's doing some other option for it. Now, this is the stuff that needs to be done before the rego can be properly completed and put in my name. And so once that stuff is done, I can get what is referred to as the blue slip, which is basically like a proper safety check thing, which means that I can complete the rego process. Now, I'm all ready to do that. I know what I need to do. I had it booked in to get that done at my mechanic, and I had to change that booking because he's still got my van. He said he could put it back together and give it to me, but while he waits for the parts to come. But then it'll cost me more money because it's in a spot where it's really hard to sort of pull all that stuff apart and put it all back together, and so that would cost me more labor time. Now, the problem with the parts is that the people he's getting it from, well, he's tried everywhere, of course. They said it's going to take up to 2 weeks. He said he's going to try and push him to get it faster because it's a vehicle off-road situation. I mean, thankfully I've still got my Prius, so I can still go places. But hopefully it won't take 2 weeks. But if it does take 2 weeks, that is going to take me within half a week of when we were planning to take a trip to Adelaide. Now, that's going to be the longest trip in a vehicle that I've done, as in camping in a vehicle, because it's going to be like 2.5 weeks or something that we're going to be going for. And it's quite a long drive. So the coming 2 weeks is the time that I was planning to make any other further changes that I wanted to the van build, and also make sure I had everything where it was going to work for us, and install things like my carbon monoxide detector, and I mean all kinds of things. Just figure out where everything was going to go. And also hopefully shorten lower the bed platform a bit so that I can sit up in bed. So it's going to be extremely tight getting everything done. This is as well as organising insurance and road cover and all of the other stuff that really can't happen until the van's got its blue slip and got the rego in my name. The rego should be really quick. All I have to do is go into Service New South Wales and organise that, and it should be like done in like half an hour. So that should be really fast. But the other stuff is all sort of depending on that, and that can't happen until the van is back. It's not fun. And it's really annoying because I was really hoping to go on a short trip before then to sort of figure out where we wanted to put everything. I'm sure it'll be fine because the van will have had everything fixed that needed to be fixed. And it was actually driving fine anyway. But the muffler thing means that it's safer and it gets better fuel efficiency. And of course there's emissions and stuff, which is important too. So it's such a pain in the butt. So really frustrating. In the meantime, amongst my frustration of my van not being ready, I've managed to get one more thing out of this. So one more thing to drill through. So maybe at least I can finish the cup holder. Something. So this is the problem with this drill. These batteries are dodgy. So this is how the original battery, well, I have two, one that works well and one that doesn't. This one actually has a label on the inside that says slightly dodgy, and this is why. I've just changed the batteries over, and I've already lost so much power that I can't. Lost power already. It's ridiculous. Making these cup holders has been the most annoying thing in the entire world. This hole saw sucks. The dude next door said, oh, you're better off getting the one that's all in one instead of having one where you have this nut which keeps freaking coming loose, and then just this spins around and doesn't, well, the drill spins around and this stays in place. He was right, but they were lots more expensive, and I only need it for this one job. I did have some good news today though, because 2 days ago I was complaining about the van maybe being at the muffler place for another week or something, and I was I was actually really quite concerned about getting everything done in time for our trip to Adelaide. He rang this morning and said that the parts arrived, so that's such good news and I'm so relieved. He said he hopes to have it done by Wednesday. All of the mechanics around here are flat out because they all flooded, so most of the mechanics that were in town aren't operating because their shops still aren't back up and running. So, yeah, the ones that are operating are completely flat out. Anyway, he hopes to have it done by Wednesday, and that gives me, I think, a week and a half-ish before we go. Maybe just a bit more, maybe just under 2 weeks. I don't know yet if I'm still going to have time to go on a short practice trip, like for a couple of nights before we head off to Adelaide, but I really hope we can. If we don't, it's not the end of the world, I guess. At least I will have a lot more time to get everything set up in the van. For example, I want to get my Sirocco fan put up in there somewhere. Figure out where I'm going to put it so that we can use it in the van. It's pretty much vital for getting airflow. If I've got the windows open a crack and the tailgate open a crack, then I will have the Sirocco fan put up one end or the other and sort of sucking air from one end and blowing through to the other. And if we don't have that airflow, I think we'll get quite warm in the van. Like Alexis and I will get a bit too hot. It also is just really stuffy. And it's not great when you're sort of trying to sleep when it's really stuffy. So yes, that's some good news. Thank goodness. So happy about that. In the meantime, I'll keep trying to make these cup holders with the half-dead drill and the stupid hole saw, and it's just been a massive whinge about all the troubles that are going on. I suppose it's all part of the journey, right? Holy cow. 2 holes. 2 holy cows. Finally! It only took a week. Oh my goodness. I'm ready to screw this thing in. So this is going to be my cup holder. This is the back end of it. Under this area will be where the flip down seat is, or sort of between here and here. And that will stick out the front towards the dash. And this is going to be screwed into place here. I do plan to, I want to stain this piece of wood, and I don't know what colour yet, I haven't really decided. And then I'll sort of put some sort of clear lacquer or something over the top of it so it's all waterproof and tough, etc. But I'm not sure I'll have that done in time ready for our first trip. But that's okay, because it'll still work in the meantime. I could potentially like try and smooth off some of these edges too, but I really don't think that's going to happen before we go away. Also, I don't have any sandpaper. I'm manually screwing them in because I don't want to risk splitting the wood. I've drilled a long pilot hole, but I'm a bit gun shy of screwing things in with a drill, because every time I've done it, I've split the wood, and I don't want that to happen this time. Ta-da! It's a cup holder. Yay! And that should be, okay, we'll tip a little bit. I was going to say it should be deep enough so it doesn't tip. But I think it'll be alright. These are the type that don't spill easily anyway, so. Can't try it out in my van yet because it's still not back from getting the muffler stuff done. Hopefully soon. My van is back a day earlier than I expected. Yay! So excited. It's the inaugural placing in of the cups in the cup holder. Dun 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 dun! Woohoo! So I'm thinking also that what I might do is I can put a little rim back here for, I don't know, just pens or something. Just a little rim around there, and then in the back here maybe another flat bit so I can put things in there, like, I don't know, maps, books, whatevs. Is it exciting? Thanks for watching. I'd love it if you'd like the video, and subscribe please if you haven't already. It helps my channel grow. Thank you to all my new subscribers, by the way. I've had a heap of new subscribers over the past couple of weeks, so that's really cool. And I guess I'll see you on the next one, hopefully with things going better. Bye.